you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like you're trying to antagonise me.
So I'm committing a section 5 at the moment. I could potentially. So if I swore at you, would that be a section 5?
If you swore at me, yes it would.
No, it wouldn't actually. No, police cannot be subject to section 5 public order. No, there's actually a case law precedent, Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, okay.
You can't feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed.
Now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But your job constitutes that.
That's fine. But
so you're telling me if I swear now, I'll be nicked for section 5?
You could be.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we call out overreach and highlight citizens who truly understand their rights. Today's clip features Cox, widely regarded as one of the most precise and composed auditors in the UK, and this encounter is nothing short of a masterclass. Phone bar. You'll find their channel linked in the description below, so be sure to check it out and show some support. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a breakdown like this. What begins as a peaceful filming session quickly escalates when officers start invoking Section 5 threats, but the auditor remains completely unfazed. With steady composure and sharp legal awareness, he dismantles their position step by step, exposing just how fragile their claims really are. Let's get right into it, because this situation escalates quickly.
Why have we been called here, you guys?
I don't know, it's a good question. Can we help you?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Right, guys.
Could you let me know before you start recording me, please?
We're being recorded.
Thank you. How can we help you?
Well, we've been called here to you guys, filming around sensitive areas of the prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Where have you been doing, what have you been doing?
Went in there, filmed around, filmed here, filming now. Could you identify yourself,
What are you
please?
filming? My name's Beatty Retired from Surrey Police.
Thanks. What station are you based at?
Staines.
Thank you. And you, sir? Oh, actually, go on.
Right, what are you filming for?
Because what I would like to, I want to.
That's fine, but
Okay.
what are you filming for?
I don't really need to have a reason.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not. I don't have to answer your questions though.
I'm asking you. We've been called
Okay.
here.
Well, I don't really feel like you should have attended.
So you think this is a waste of police time?
I believe so. Yeah.
Right. Okay. What are your plans for the day? Where are you going?
Just gonna film.
Why do you want to film around the prison?
This is just a hobby of mine.
Why is it? What sort of what hobby?
I've got a sad life, and I wanted to come and film here.
Right. Okay.
Happy with that?
Well, not particularly.
So how do you proceed? Do you feel like any offences have been committed?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But
Okay.
what
Prospective offences could have been committed by us walking around?
If you're intimidating staff, then
Right.
it could be a Section 5 public order.
Okay. So what using?
Distress to
Oh,
staff.
okay. Well, by virtue of filming.
Potentially, yes. That could be considered intimidation. So I need to find out what's been going on.
Right. Let's go and find out.
Job.
So in order for a Section 5, I would need to use threatening, abusive language in a public place.
It can be words or behaviour.
Words
if
or behaviour.
Your behaviour is intimidating and distressing the staff here, it could be considered a Section 5.
So you're trying to tell me that filming in a... Is that a private area in there or a public area?
Filming is one thing, but if you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like you're trying to antagonise me...
So I'm committing a Section 5 at the moment. I could potentially... So if I swore at you, would that be a Section 5?
If you swore at me, yes it would.
No, it wouldn't actually. No, police cannot be subject to Section 5 public order. No, there's actually a case law precedent, Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, okay.
You can't feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed.
Now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a Section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But your job constitutes that.
That's fine. But
so you're telling me if I swear now, I'll be nicked for Section 5?
You could be.
So if I told you F off, I'll be nicked?
You could be, yes.
I couldn't be.
And lawfully, you could be arrested. Yes, you could.
I don't believe so. I don't feel like police can. No, if there were other members of the public in the material
you can disagree
basis.
With me, but that's the law.
That exchange revealed everything about the encounter. The officer tried to stretch a vague filming complaint into a potential Section 5 public order allegation, even hinting at arrest over swearing, while continuing to probe for justification. But the auditor remained composed, challenged the legal foundation, and steered the conversation back onto solid ground. Notice how the auditor never adopted the officer's framing. Instead, he responded with precise questions, pressed for the actual legal threshold, and exposed uncertainty rather than reinforcing it. You can hear the officer relying on possibilities instead of concrete facts. That distinction matters because vague authority begins to fall apart when met with calm, specific reasoning. What you're watching is a legal pressure test failing in real time. The moment Harvey Vaughan, DPP, was introduced, the intimidation lost its momentum. Clear facts consistently outweigh elastic accusations. When you understand the elements required for an offence, pressure tactics lose their impact. Always review the threshold, stand your ground, and ask the authority to clarify their position. Did you know Section 5 requires a defined legal standard? Or would that warning have been enough to make you step back?
I'm not going to test you, I was just curious to hear your reasoning, but police can't be victims of Section 5.
What are your plans for the day, lads?
To teach you, to educate you on Section 5.
To go home. Are you local? Where's home?
Home is home.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is home.
Do you have to have those cameras in your face? Really?
Yes. Do you have to have your camera in my face?
I haven't got camera.
No, he's recording. I've got my body worn
And
on.
he told you were recording.
Excellent.
Please, you guys record us.
You're welcome to turn around, get in the car, disperse.
I'm also welcome to stand here.
Yeah, absolutely, but you're talking about
Until
cameras
I
and
find out why we've been called here.
talking about
because there's a reason we've been
cameras and
called here,
faces,
isn't
but you're consensually looking at the camera.
No, yeah, I'd just like to speak to the person that called us.
So do we need to wait here? Are we detained for the time being?
there? You're not detained. You're happy to, if you wish to go home, I'd be happy for you to
But
go
you
home.
want to investigate the possible Section 5 by virtue of filming. Okay. So you believe that filming can constitute a Section 5. So whilst you
Twisting my
investigate
words
that.
there, sir.
Well, no, you said if you've
It could be if you are
'cause you said behaviour.
intimidating behaviour. If you're sticking a camera in someone's face, that could be considered intimidating.
I don't think so. You think that would stand
be.
up in court?
Could do, yeah. Depends how distressed that
So
person
what would
is.
what would the CPS say?
I don't know. It's case by case, as you know.
Do I?
Well, clearly you do. You keep quoting the law to me. and
Well, I
quoting
don't know.
certain
I just said
cases to me.
what possible offences could be in play,
Okay,
and you
alright.
said a
I'm not
Section
gonna
5.
get into that conversation.
So you're talking
Alright.
nonsense.
I'm not.
I want you to retract what you said.
I'm not retracting anything I've said because it's the truth. So I'm not.
What's the truth? The fact that I could be nicked for a Section 5 for
Yes,
filming?
you could
Okay.
potentially.
Right, let's speak to the
I'm not
person.
saying you will.
I'd love to see you do it.
Okay, I'm sure you.
I don't
would.
think you got the balls to do it.
I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the minerals to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's find out if you committed any offences or not, shall we?
No, we will find out. Don't worry.
How have you got here, guys? With on foot or in car?
Yeah,
Cycle.
we're just with them now.
Cycled. All right. Where have you put your bike?
Don't be nosy.
I can be nosy. I'm asking questions.
No, it's none of your business.
Well, it possibly is my business, depending on what's going on here.
Okay.
Because I don't get called to nothing, sir.
Well, I'm telling you, you
There's a
have
lot
been.
of false claims and false police calls that get
Maybe.
made every day.
Maybe.
Section 5 by virtue of filming.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I ain't heard that one before. That's very
It's
interesting.
not the filming, sir, as I discussed before. It's if whether you've intimidated
All right.
somebody or not.
Well, I haven't made assurances that I haven't.
If you haven't, then there won't be a problem. You can be on your way home if that's what you wish to do. You got any ID on you guys?
Why would I need to show ID?
Because I'm asking you.
No. Why would I need to
You
show my
haven't
ID?
got any
Have I committed an
Okey
offence?
dokey.
This is definitely a tyrant.
That confrontation showed just how elastic police reasoning can become. The officer kept suggesting that filming, camera placement, and even swearing might somehow escalate into a Section 5 issue, yet never clearly defined an actual offence. So the auditor stayed sharp, continued asking for legal specifics, and steadily shifted the pressure back onto authority. Notice how he never accepted the officer's framing. Each time the claim expanded, he pulled it back to elements, thresholds, and what would actually stand in court. You can almost hear the confidence draining from the police response. Once authority starts relying on a could be instead of clear facts, control shifts to the better prepared citizen. What you're seeing is a legal turning point in real time. The moment the idea of a Section 5 by filming was challenged, the position began to unravel. Knowledge transforms vague threats into weak arguments. When you understand the true components of an offence, bluffing loses its force. No, the threshold. Stay composed and make officials justify every claim they raise. Would that Section 5 warning have unsettled you, or would you have kept pushing for the legal standard like this auditor?
Miss, the people that you're looking for are in the reception. We can go there together if you like. And we can investigate it.
No, sir, there's no need for that.
Why not?
I'm speaking to my sergeant, not to them.
Is that your sergeant there?
No.
Okay, well, the alleged victims of the Section 5 that you mentioned
Yes, I know.
are in there.
I know.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So you don't wish to investigate this alleged offence?
I am investigating this alleged offence.
But the victims are in there?
I know, we have phone numbers.
Okay. Don't wish to go in there? I mean, we can go in there, I can give my account, they can give their account. And then we can see if there are any Section 5s or not.
Oh, yes.
Furthermore, they said that was a private place, so...
Right. Where's your friend gone?
He's left me.
He's left you?
He said he's got better. He said he's got better.
Mates?
He said he's got better. Yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing at this time. He's got better. He said he's got better. Yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing at this time. So.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your plans then?
Stay here, film a bit longer. Try not to commit any Section 5s, and then go home.
Okay. All right.
Keeping it legal, man. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okie
All right. Thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't let us get called back, mate.
Yeah. Don't make empty threats of Section 5s again. Learn the legislation, and you can. And I can swear at you, by the way. Yeah, I can. Check out DPP vs Harvey 2011. There's a case law precedent. Yeah. Dismissed.
What just unfolded shows exactly why understanding your rights makes a difference. After hinting at a Section 5 issue, the officer avoided the obvious step of speaking directly to the supposed victims inside, then gradually stepped away from the threat altogether. The auditor recognized that Shift challenged the hollow allegation and closed the exchange with clear legal authority. Notice how he redirected the burden back onto the police. By offering to speak to the alleged victims on the spot, he exposed that the claim itself wasn't guiding the officer's actions. The moment convenience replaced evidence, the dynamic flipped. Authority began to look uncertain, while the citizen appeared prepared and in control. This is what happens when bluff collides with legal understanding. The Section 5 warning faded, and the officer was left retreating from their own position. Standing firm, combined with legal awareness, often leads to exactly this outcome. When you know an offence requires a real threshold, vague warnings lose their weight. Learn the law, stay composed, and require authority to justify itself. Would you have accepted that Section 5 warning or insisted on speaking to the alleged victims to properly test the claim? Lame. Share your thoughts below. And if you appreciate this kind of accountability, make sure to like and subscribe. Every breakdown here turns confusion into clarity and pressure into understanding. Stay informed, stay calm, and keep your rights sharp.